In the heart of the Aegean Sea, an island different from any other island, Ikaria, invites you to enjoy unforgettable experiences. Lush, with rivers, lakes, caves, waterfalls and splendid beaches, Ikaria is one of a kind. The island is ideal for long walks in beautiful natural landscapes. Start your journey by visiting the gorge of Halaris with its river. You will be fascinated by the old watermills along the way. Admire the old bridges at Chrysostomo. Don't miss the opportunity to visit the ancient forest Randi with its centuries-old whole oaks located in the south of the island. The tour of Aegean takes you through a pathway 25 kilometers long to beautiful beaches, picturesque villages, sharp hillsides, lakes and streams. Walk around important wetlands such as the estuaries Voutside and Kerame, the rivers Halaris, Karavostamo, the artificial lakes Vathes, Pezi and the reservoir at Agios Kyrikos. At Propezuloti, the monoliths 1.5 meters high will take your breath away. If you prefer extreme sports, the hillsides of Punta, Karkinagri and Maganitis are ideal for rock climbing. You can also enjoy a swim in the beautiful waters of the island. Faros, Mesakti, Armenistis, Seychelles, Therma and Kambos are some of the most famous beaches. Discover the beautiful settlements of the island. There are 80 of them, featuring a unique architecture aimed to protect the houses from the pirate raids. You haven't seen anything like this before. You will also be impressed by the windmills and watermills. Built in the 18th and 19th century, they still remain in good condition at Caravostamo, Frantato, in the village Lardades, and in other parts of the island. At Cape Papas, admire the lighthouse standing 64 meters above the sea, which was lit for the first time in the late 19th century. Lastly, another important attraction is the house at Vrakades, a monument of fight and reconciliation, Mikis Theodorakis. If all these tours made you hungry, discover the wonderful Icarian tastes and flavors. Enjoy traditional tastes, fresh fish or meat, and of course, the multi-award-winning Icarian wine produced from the varieties Focciano and Begleri. You shouldn't leave the island without having tasted the goat cheese kathoura, the delicious meat of wild goats, and kaisia, a variety of apricots. Savor the delicious local honey. The oil produced on the island, as well as the sweet preserves, especially the rose petal. Thanks to this diet, the miraculous Icarian water and the relaxing lifestyle, the Icarians are among the people that live longer all over the world. Icaria's long history traces back to the ancient times. Learn about its history while discovering the archaeological sites, the Byzantine and modern monuments, as well as the churches and monasteries. Start your archaeological tour with Tavropolion, Lush, on the banks of the river Halaris and the renowned temple of goddess Artemis. There, you can see a part of the temple's floor and foundations. At the same spot once existed an ancient port. Today, you can still see its pier. The ancient capital of the island, Inoue, was located in the area of Kambos. It was surrounded by a wall, ruins of which still exist, along with an abandoned house of the Byzantine period. As you move along, you will reach Fanari, the ancient city of Dracano, where Dionysos was born. There, among the ruins of the ancient castle, stands the Tower of Dracano. It is a 10-meter circular building of the Alexandrian period, 4th century BC, used as one of the island's observatories. After an excavation completed in the first decade of the 21st century, it is now the only organized archaeological site that is open to visitors almost all year long. The village of Therma was named after the ancient city of Ikaria, Therme, known for its radium-bearing thermal springs. Ruins of the ancient city can be found at Halasmena Therma, very close to today's spa town. Near the village Kosikia, you will find the castle of Koskinas, dating back to the 10th century. Within the castle is the church of Agios Georgios Dorganas. On the hill of Aegean, ruins of a Roman conservatory were found. The important archaeological finds are housed in the archaeological museums of Kambos and Agios Kyrikos. A Neolithic settlement with ruins of houses was also found in the village of Glaredo. Don't miss the opportunity to visit the geometric tombs filled with findings north of the Acropolis. If you want to visit the tomb of Icarus, who, as legend has it, fell onto the island, you need to reach the gorge of Riakas, which empties into the sea. There, you will see caves, sharp cliffs, and the islet Icarus' tomb. Visit the Archaeological Museum of Ikaria at Agios Kyrikos, which is housed in the recently renovated Old High School of the island, the Folklore Museum at Agios Kyrikos, and the Archaeological Collection of Kambos. You can also learn about the island's cultural tradition and arts at the Folklore Museums of Vrakades, Perdiki, and Polycarpos. The religious tradition remains strong throughout the years. These can be seen in the numerous and important monasteries of Ikaria. Visit the Holy Diocese at Agios Kyrikos and Aegean at Kambos, which is considered to be the oldest church of the island and has icons of great artistic value. Other significant monasteries of the island are the Panagia of Munte monastery, built in the 13th century at Christos Rahon, and the monastery of Saint Theotisti at Pigi, which is decorated with religious frescoes. Near the monastery, you will find the famous country church of Theoskepasti, hidden under an enormous granite rock. Touring the sites of the island, Ikaria's thermal springs, known from the ancient times for their healing effect, are the ideal way to relax. You can visit them almost all year round, and they are considered to be among the most radium-bearing thermal springs in the world. At Agios Kyrikos, you will find the thermal springs of Asklepios, former name Mustafa, and those of Lefkada. At Therma, you can choose among the thermal springs of Apollona, Spileo, and Kratza. The island is almost famous for its festivals. surrender to the rhythm and have fun at the festivals, which are held all year round and mainly in August. However, what makes Ikaria so special is its people, hospitable and smiling. They welcome visitors and introduce them to their particular way of living. The table is full of traditional delicacies. The well-cooked goat and the fresh cheese are exquisite. The glasses are filled with the aromatic Icarian wine, and things start to get lively. Ikaria, unique and special, awaits you at the edge of the Aegean Sea. A destination full of surprises all year round. Ikaria, a myth in the Aegean.